Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, let's talk about the condition statements and looping statements. Let's see how the if else condition works and the switch statement. Along with that, we'll see the for loops, while loops, do while loop, and for each loop, continue and break statements. So let's play the intro and move on to the coding part.
Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you.
So we have seen in the last class like how to about the arrays and objects. So here is the notes for this particular video. So here is the notes like fourth note. So I'll just open the last one. So that is a JavaScript conditional and loops on the statement. So you can see JavaScript conditions and loops of the statement. That is if conditions we have seen. So we'll see about the if condition first. So you can see the condition like syntax of the if condition. It is about like it takes the expression and it will execute. If the condition is true, the if block will get executed, else it will not executed. So if I want something like if the if condition fails, something else to get executed, at that time we'll be coming to the concept of if else. Like if the condition expression is true, the code will get executed. If the condition fails, the code executions will stop the iterations. So if I want something, there is a something to be taken decision between the 2 or 3 conditions. Like from that particular condition, I want to execute only a single particular condition. At that time, we'll be going for the if, else if, and else statement. So in the if else if, let it be any conditions, only the one statement will get executed. So that thing you need to keep in mind. If the if condition works, no other condition will work. If the else if work, if won't go to the if, as well as else also it doesn't go. Okay. So if the if and else if works, if it fails, it will go to the else part. So like that, the condition will be happen. So you can see with the examples. So let's understand the theory part. So we'll have the ternary operator also. Like ternary operator is something with a first condition. If this particular condition is true, it will execute the greater condition. If the phi is not greater than 0, if the first condition gets false, it will go to the after the colon part, whatever you have written, that will get executed. So that we call it as a ternary operator. So then we'll have switch statement. Even in the switch, so any case will get executed. So this will be the syntax for it. And we have about the for loops, else loops. So we'll see. So access this particular notes inside my description link. So let's moving to the coding part. So I'll come back again for the for loops. First we'll complete for the if else statements here. So I'll come back to the index.html. So I want to create a new file, that is I'll maintain the JavaScript as js7.js file. If you're new to this channel, just access all the videos from my playlist and come back to this particular channel over here. So if I come back to the index, so I want to access the js7.js. So I'll just save this one. So I'll just click onto the go live server. It will go to the go live. So then I'll come back here. I'll click onto the js7 here. I'll just tell console.log function. Here I'll just tell welcome to my channel, something like I'll just tell welcome to the channel. Come back here, right click and inspect. You can see in the console the output will be shown as, so it is just failing. If I refresh again, you can see I'm getting welcome to my channel. So all the thing is working fine. So let's first of all let's talk about the for loops, sorry, if statements. So if I have a if condition, suppose I need to have a if condition, so that's I'll just tell let. So I'll just tell let I is equal to, I'll just tell let I is equal to 3 here. So I'll just use the if condition. I'll just give the expression. So just if the I is less than if the I value is less than 10 value, if the particular condition passes, what I need to do, I'll just tell console.log, I'll just tell true. I'll just tell the console.log is true. So what will be the output? Obviously it will be what? It will be the true value. So it is just so you can see if I again refresh, so you can see it is giving me the true value over here. That means the particular condition is getting success over here. So now if the particular condition fails, if I just tell I is greater than 10, that means the condition is false over here. If it's false, it doesn't return anything because it is not going in the if block and it is not going inside this paragraph in this particular flower bracket. So now I will talk about the, so this is what it is about the if statement. So I'll just comment this particular line. So I'll just I'll use a multi-line comment here. So I'll just tell slash and hash. So I have comment about the if. So we'll talk about the if else now. If else, so we'll talk about the if else. So I'll just tell let I is equal to some value, I'll be giving it. So then I'll just tell if the I value is less than 4, something I'm just giving, if the I value is less than 4, so I want to print something like this. I want to print like console dot log function. So console dot log function, I'll just tell false. I can just tell something as a false. If this condition fails, if I come back here, you can see I'm not getting any of the output because 12 is not less than 4. So now if it's not less than 4, it should go to the else part. So same, it should print the console.log. So I'll just print here, I'll just tell the console.log to true. If I just save, you can see I'm getting a true value here because the if condition is getting failed. So once the if condition is getting failed, it is going to the else part. So this is all about the if else statement. So you can just try with the more example. It is a very simple concept, no any rocket science in this. So let's talk about the if, else, and else if, and else if. Let's talk about this particular statement now. So now else if, sorry, so if I just tell why control slash is not working. Okay, so now I'll just tell if condition, I'll just evaluate here. If let, if I just tell let I is equal to 1, I cannot give like this if let. Okay, I can just tell something like if some value, if I just tell some value, I'll just create it. I'll just tell the where undef value, I'll just tell undef value is what? Undefined. So undefined value I'm just giving. So the value of the undef I'm just giving as a undefined. So what I will tell here is, if the particular something like I won't give the undef, I'll just create a variable here. I'll just name it as a undef as a variable here. Just I'm just creating a variable, but I'm not defining it. I'll just use a let keyword. So now what I'll tell here is, if I'll just check the condition, if undef is equal to something, I'll just check if the undef is equal to if I just tell my name, if this particular thing is equal to this one, what you want to do here is I want to just tell console.log, I'll just tell if executed. Okay, I want to print something like this. So something again, I want to check one more condition, else again I'll just check one more condition. If the undef value is not equal to, so now I want to use not equal to undefined. So I want to continue with the undefined, defined, undefined. When this particular condition is true, what I want to do, I want to just tell console.log, I'll just tell undefined, I'll just tell value is undefined. So I can use any of the operation over here. Like inside this, I can use 1 or 2 operations. Like even I can put a or, and I can put a or operation also. So this is about the else if. So if this both the condition is false, what I need to do, I'll just tell console.log is what? I'll just tell console.log is I am in else. So this should get printed. So what here basically I did here is I defined the undefined value, that is nothing. So if I just declared a variable, but I am not defined it. So once it is not equal to this one, if it's equal to this one, it will get executed. If it will get executed, else if it, I'll just check for the condition. If the undefined value is not equal to undefined value, that means it will get executed. So both the condition false, it will go to the else and it will print I am in else. So if I come back here, you can see value is undefined. It is telling me the value is undefined because undefined value is not equal. This particular condition is false. Actually, the undef is what? It is equal to undefined itself. If I just make it equal to undefined, so you can see it is going to the I am in else part because the undef is what? It is undefined. But if I want to check the type also, if I just give 3 triple equals to here, you can see I am in the else, it is getting here. So first I'll show you here. If I just tell console.log of undef. So if I want to print something like this, so you can see it is telling me undefined, undefined defined. Here also you can see it is a undefined, but I need to give here in this particular fashion. If I just tell if the undef is equal to undefined, you can see value is undefined. That means this is equal to this one. This particular condition is getting executed. If I just tell not equal, not is exclamatory, not equals to undefined. So you can see the undef value is what? Undefined. If I am saying the value is not defined, means this is a false condition. It will go to the I am in else part. You can see it is going to the I am in else because the value of undef is undefined. If I am checking for the operator, it is coming like that. If I will check for this particular operation, even I can check it for one more. So I'll just tell or, I'll just give one more or. So again I will tell. So what I can say here is something. If I just tell something true value, I'll just tell 10 is greater than 100. So if 10 is greater than 1. If I say here or, you can see it is going to the value is undefined because you know the operator, like or condition means if this condition should be true, either if this condition is true, this particular else if will get executed. If anyone is true, it will get executed. If it's not true, it is not going to execute it. So now coming back to this particular thing, so you can see now the two things is same. Now if I check it for the AND operator, so if I want to check the AND operator, this is for the OR. If I want to give it for AND, I can check for the AND operator also. So if in AND operator both the value should be true, then when both the value is true, then only it will get executed, else it won't go to, it doesn't execute here. So I just tell format document. So now come back here, you can see it is in the, I am in the else. If I say if the undef is equal to undefined, so you can see it is in the value is undefined, because even this particular condition is true, even this particular condition is also true. When I use the AND operator, both the condition should be true, and both the condition is true, it will execute in this particular else if block. So one thing again I will tell, so in if else if statement, only one condition will get executed. Even if it's true condition also, it doesn't execute below, only it will once if it's read the condition from the above to below, from start to end. If any blocks is blocked, that is fixed, again it doesn't go to the another else if condition statements and execute the code. Okay, so this is all about the if else and else if. So now let's talk about the ternary operator, how the ternary operator will work. Suppose I want to talk about the ternary, so ternary operator. So let's tell ternary operator. So here there will be a what condition will be there, expression 1 will be there, expression 2 will be there. Suppose I want to do console dot log, I want to say if the 5 is greater than 0, true. I want to check condition 5 is greater than 0, yes it is true. When it is true, I want to print what, it is a greater number. Again if it's false, it should come here and it should print a smaller number. So you can see it will be a greater here if the condition is true. If the condition is false, if I tell it is less than 0, you can see it is going to the smaller, because if this condition fails, it will go to here. If this condition passes, it will come back to here. So it will count as a single line for loop. So like single line condition statement, I can just print both the values here. So now, so I'll just comment this particular line now. So I'll just comment this particular line. So let's talk about the switch statement. Switch. So we'll talk about the switch statement over here. So basically switch is, so as I said in the here, you can see it will I'll just show you the syntax of the switch. So you can see first it will take a argument here, it will take the cases. If the particular condition passes, it will just print it. So that is what the switch will be doing it here. Suppose if I just tell let, if I just tell same if I just tell the age is 21, if I just tell the age is 21, I'll just use the switch statement. So in the switch statement, I'll just pass the age as an argument. So inside the, sorry, I need to give like this. So then after this one, I need to open the particular switch statement like this. So here I need to pass the cases here. I'll just tell if the case, if the value, whatever the value you are passing here, if this equals to 5, if this equals to 5, I'll just tell console dot log. I'll just tell console dot log. I'll just print 5. Okay, then once it is done, so I'll just use like this. So again I'll check for one more case. So one more case, I'll just check case of, I want to check case for 16th value. So even this condition is fails, I'll just tell console dot log. So I'll just print 6 here. Okay, so then again I want to check for one more case. So I want to check for the one more case. So what I'll just tell case is equal to 21. I'll just give the perfect value. Now this should be get printed. I'll just tell console dot log. I'll just tell so age is 21. Okay, so here also I'll just tell here as well as here I'll just tell age is. So let's see what will be the output for this particular switch statement. So once I say, we can see if I just it is refreshing it. So now if I refresh this document, you can see I'm getting age is 21. So it is the age is 21, it is getting passed. That means whichever the condition is getting true here, that particular case is getting particular case will get printed. Suppose if I have this, you can see it came here, it was not to 5, so it not went to here. 16 it is not went to, 21 is there, so it went to here. Suppose if I have same like this, suppose if I have here as a 22, so if I have here as a 22, I'll just case is 212 or a 22 here. So I'll just say, so you can see I'm getting age is 22, age is 22. Why? Because So whichever the block executes, so it will accept for the break. So before it was nothing, so it was not printed anything. So now it is a one more case. So it is what, if I have two more here, if I have two more, you can see all three, two more will get printed over here. So because of, to avoid that one, whenever we use a case statement, we need to use a break statement over here. So once I break it, it will just come out of the loop. You can see it will be coming here. If I just tell, so if it's false, sorry, if it's the value gets true, I want to break the particular switch statement. You can see if I come here, you can see I'm getting only age is 21, like that. So we have one more. So we have a, if nothing is valid, I have a one more default also we have. So for the default, just I need to tell, I'll just tell console dot log. So I'll just tell no case executed, no case executed something. Okay, no case is executed, save it. So suppose I want to give some value to which is not there, so 251 is not there in any of the value. So you can see no case is executed. So like that I can print it. So if I just tell 21, I'll just keep it as it is. So if the if any case is not valid, it will just go to the default one and it will just print the particular value over there. So this is all about the switch statement. So I'll just comment out this one. I'll just comment out this particular code. So now let's talk about the, so let's talk about what, so let's talk about the for loops now. So we have completed the statements, so let's talk about the loops now. So I'll come back here, I'll just make it as a loops here. So we have a number of loops here. We have a for loops, we have a while loops. We'll see like how the for loop will be working it. So if I come back to the notes here, so you can see loops in the JavaScript. So we have a for loop here. For loop is, first of all, we need to give an initialization, then we need to put a condition, then we need to put a increment value. So if the initialization will done, condition check, condition is true, it will execute, again it will increment the value. So like that will be the code for the for loop. So for initialization, condition and increment. So this will be the syntax. So you can access through my notes, all these notes, like whatever I have written. So you can see it is used to initialize the counter variable to variable that what is the, like from which number I need to start the for loop. And conditions is evaluated to beginning of the iteration, like it will check for the condition just. And increment means either it will increment the counter value. So that will be about the for loops syntax. So you can see it will be in this particular fashion. Suppose I want to, if I say you to print 1 to 1000 values, you cannot tell by using a console.log I'll start printing. You cannot do like that. So you need to use what, for loops at that time. Suppose I have a let, so I'll just tell for loop directly here. For I want to use a for loop, so I want to for, I need to first give the what is the type of the variable. So I'll just use a variable. So I'll just tell let I is equal to start from the 0, and I want to check a condition. If the I value is less than or equal to 100, I need to check the content, I need to print the value. So if the I value is less than or equal to 100, I want to do what, I want to just tell console.log, I want to just tell console.log print the I value like this. So then if it's then I need to tell I plus equals to 1, I want to increment the loop. So if I come back here, if I refresh the page, you can see the, I don't know why it is giving the condition like this. So like this will be, so if I stop the server and again if I come back and refresh it here, just cancel. So you can see here it has printed from, it has taken the values from where, so you can see it has taken the values from 0 and it has went to till 100 values and it has been printed. So this is how you can use your for loops, and you can just increment the value. Even you can use I plus plus or decrement value. So if I want to print in the reverse fashion, I'll just tell I want to start from the value 100. I want to check for the condition if the I value is less than or equal to 0, then I want to decrement the value. I'll just tell I minus 1. Either I can just tell I minus minus also. So a number of ways to define. So if I just save like this, so you can see if I just come back here, I'll just save this particular file. If I just save this one, I'll just comment this loop. So I am saying start from the 100 value. So 100, it will check 100 is less than or equal to 0. So it is false because it is not. I need to tell greater than or equal to 0. Yeah, it is true value. So then it will print it here. Then I am just doing I minus minus. Again 99 will be there. The I value will update to 99. So again 99 is greater than or equal to 0. It is true. Again it will print. So in that particular fashion it will print. You can see it is started from the 100 value and it is going to till 0 value. So this is how about the for loop will get executed. So then we'll see about the for in loop. So what will be the for in loop will be doing it. So for in loop, I'll just show you the syntax of for in loop. So you can see for in loop is a special type of a loop used whenever we want to iterate the properties of a object. So basically we work with this particular object itself. So here we need to have an object over here. So I'll come back to here. So I'll just go to any of this. I'll just access any object from this particular. So I'll just access this particular object. So this value I'll access from here. I'll come back here. I'll just comment this loop. So I'll say whatever the my object is there. So I'll just tell let my object I have defined to this particular values. So for this one I want to apply a for each loop now. So I'll just tell for in loop. I'll just tell for in loop syntax you saw. So it will be like variable in and object. It is a variable in and object. So basically I'll just tell for loop. I'll just tell so for I'll just tell for. So I'll just tell directly my object. So I'll just tell I can just tell for where I. So I'll just tell for I in my object, so my obj. So from I in my obj, so what I want to print, I want to just tell console.log. I want to print the I value here. So once I save this one, you can see I'm getting welcome to my channel, name, age, profession, status, and likes. So all these things I'm getting, name, age, profession, likes. So this is all. So it is I'm just getting whatever the indexing, whatever the index is there, I'm just getting like that. Suppose I want I also, suppose I want to what is the type details also. I'll just tell first I want to print name. So then I want to print all these values. So what I'll do here is, so whatever the value, suppose I want to access the value of names also. So I need to give, so first I'll just use a plus operator. Then I'll give one 2 line space like this. Sorry, one 2 space. Then again I will just use like this. Then I'll tell from the particular my object, I want to pass the indexing also. So whatever the indexing value. So indexing value is coming from where? It is coming from the I value. So it is coming from the I. Once I save this one, you can see it is coming a name, Anis, and age, 22, profession, and status, active, likes, voting, all those things. So everything is coming in the form of a string over here. So you can see this is how I can access the particular for in loop can be used for the objects in this particular way. So let's so here I have given as a for in loop. So here I'll just put a comment for in loop. So I'll just save this one. So now I'll just comment this 2 lines. So once I comment, so now we'll see about the for each loop. So for each loop is basically nothing like, even this is like even I can access by using the for each loop. I'll just show you the syntax here. So for each loop, you can see that we can execute a function item within the function can be used within the array and maps also. We can iterate each and every value from the alpha. So you can see I have given a const over here. It is example. Even this is a normal for loop. So in the last I have given somewhere over here. So let me see. So if I just come back here, for each loop. So for each I have given for here. So you can see for each loop can be used in this particular fashion. So AR for each function I can use function and I can pass. So if I can pass the element, indexing, and array like that. So ARR I can just pass like that. So we'll see with the example. So we'll come back here. Here itself I'll just use it. So for this particular thing itself, I'll just copy this one and I'll just paste it. I'll just comment out this one loop. So now what I'll do here is for each, I'll just tell for each. So you can see I'm getting this particular fashion for each element. So this is a taking an arrow function. I don't want to go with the arrow function, so I want to use a normal whichever I have shown you here. So we'll try to use this one, AAR dot for each loop. So I need to pass for the array. Suppose I think like this is a array. So think like this is a array. So I need to apply for each loop for an array. So I'll just make this as a array. I'll just tell ARR. So this is a array. Think like this is a array. So here inside the array, so I cannot give the particular values like this. I'll just tell name. So I'll just tell age I have. Then I'll just remove everything. Then see I will say I have the particular likes. Okay. So think I have this particular things inside my array. So I'll just remove this also. So here I need to give in the braces, so it will get confused. So here I'll get 25, something like this. So I have something like this. My array I have this one. So I need to put a comma here. So I have the name 25. The name I'll just give it my name over here. 25 coding, teaching, and learning. I have this particular array. So I want to apply array for each array dot for each loop. So let's tell array dot for each. So now you can see I can access this value, string, numbers, everything I can access. So according to the syntax, you can see I can access. First I need to pass a function. So inside a function I need to run this particular element. You can see function is getting open. So here it is element, index, and array. So I'll just tell, so function I need to open. So I'll just tell function. So inside the function I want to pass what element, and then I want to pass the index, then I want to pass a what, array. So I want to pass the index, position and array. You can see index, element, index and array, we can pass anything. So then after running this function, so here itself I need to open the braces. So here I will just tell console, so here I'll just tell console dot log function. So console dot log function, I'll just use log log. So after passing a console dot log function, so I want to pass what, same as it is. I'll just pass the element, then I'll just pass the indexing over here, comma index, sorry index I need to say index index. So here is the index, then I want to pass what, array. So I'll just put a comma over here, then I need to pass the array over here. So something is mistake, so I'll see the what is the syntax. So here array I have closed like this, so I need to close, then only I need to open like this. Okay, for here I need to close the braces over here. So from here I'll just remove one thing. So here you can see I have done like this. So once I save this one, you can see if I come back to the terminal, you can see I am accessing the value. So all the things I am able to access. So you can see first it is accessing unis 25, it is array 3. Coding teaching is at the first it is giving the 3 value, then whatever the value is there, it is just giving the array, then it is saying it is at the second position. Again third one is in unis 25, it is at the array 3 position. So you can see I can access to the values in this particular position like that. I can use a element, first one it is printing as an element. So element, you can see where is it. So I'll just comment above the code. So I have commented everything. So for each can be applied in this fashion. Just we can pass the function, later we can use the arrow function. In the better way we can use a for each loop to access the output. So this is how I can do. So here I have given element, index and array. So here I have given what, element, index and array, same position only I have given. So I can access for loop for each loop in this particular fashion. So now we'll see about the while loop. So I'll just comment this particular line. So I have taught you about the for each and for in loop. So then we'll see about the while loop. So while loop is something like when you have to choose a condition that you want, like some many condition, like you don't know how many times the particular looping will work. So looping should run. At that time you can use the concepts of while loop. So at that time I can use the concepts of while loop. So if I just show you the syntax of a while loop over here, so you can see this is if I just have a, so even you can see for in loop can be applied in this particular fashion. So whichever you have, so here you have the do while. So here is a while loop. So I'll zoom it. So you can see while expression, if the expression is true, then only the body will get executed. So if I just come back here, if I just tell normally, if I just tell while true, if I just tell while true, 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 when while is true, I want to, sorry, while is true, I want to just tell console dot log, I'll just tell keep printing. So you can see if I just save this one, you can see the particular terminal what it will. If I just refresh, so it is just stopped again. I don't know why it is not working properly. So you can see the particular terminal will get stopped over here. If I just stop it again, so if I try to go live again, so come back here, it will take to the Chrome again, one more browser will open. So actually the for loop will be, the particular while loop will be keep on running it. So you can see it is getting running. So if I just tell if I just stop this particular document, well, I stop. Now I'll just go to the JavaScript. So you can see it is open. So if I see the particular thing is getting stopped, why? Because the particular while it is, when the condition is true, it keep on, it is printing in while true, while true. So because of that, it is just getting stopped. I'll just comment first. I'll just save. You can see it will it is getting struck. Why? Because when the condition is true, it will keep on printing it. It doesn't stop. So I need to put a break also. So I need to put a break. So I'll just cancel once again here. So then I'll try to stop the server from here. So if I try to click onto the go live, so it is working. So I need to stop here. So I'll just open the index.html go live. I'm getting confused over here. So you can see if I right click and inspect, so you can see console is over here. You can see here. So if I try to enable, just see here, I'll just save. If I just try to save, no, it is nothing there. If I try to save, control S, so you can see it is the getting reloaded. So again you can see it is just getting, it is giving me the message like I have just, the server is getting crashed, the local server. I'll just comment, I'll just save this one, I'll just stop the server. So again I'll just go to the index.html, I'll just click onto the go live. So come back. So what I'll just here is, again I'll just open this while loop. Now I'll just put a break here. Once I want to put a break. So once this is true, I want to just put a break. So once it is done, so you can see the thing will be working like this. I don't know why the system is getting hanged today. So I'll just come back here. You can see right click, inspect. So you can see the console, I'm getting keep printing, it has been stopped. So if I just remove the break statement, it is getting it is just hanging it. Why? Because it is keep on printing it the value. So because of that, it is getting printed like that. Suppose I want to have some condition. If I is less than, if I just tell if I just tell I is less than 15 value, so I'll just define a where of I is equal to 0. So let's tell 0. So what I want to do, I want to tell I want to increment I value to 1. First I want to print the value of I here. I want to print the value of I, then I want to increment the value. Again it will increment I is equal to 1, then again I1 is less than 15, true, again it will print 2. So like that you can see 0 to 14 it has been printed. So something if there you don't know how many times you want to run the while loop, you can just use this particular concept like that. So this is all about the while loop. So one more we have about the do while loop. So we'll see about do while. So what do while will do? First do while means, first do means what? First do the particular condition, then go to the while block. You can see, so here we have a while I have seen. So here you can see do while. Do means first do the particular concept from the loop, then you go to the while condition, check for the while condition. So we'll see with the example. Suppose I have a condition, let's tell let, so let's tell let I is equal to 1 here. So then I'll just tell let number is equal to 100 value. So I will just tell do. First I want to do what? First I want to print it. First I want to just tell console.log. First I want to print what? I want to print the I value. So once the I value is printed, I want to increment the I value. So I'll just tell I plus plus. So once the I value is implemented, so I'll just tell while condition here. So I'll just tell while. I'll just check the condition. If the I value is less than or equal to n value, if the I value is less than or equal to n value, so I'm just checking this particular condition. So now see what will be the output. So as you know, you can see the output value is, so again it is getting stuck. So very fresh. So you can see I'm getting till it is going to the 100. You can see it is starting from the 1 and it is going to the 100 value. You can see it is starting from the 1 2 3 4 5 6 and it is moving to the 100 value. So first it is printed what? 1 it is printed, then I value is got incremented to 2. So now I becomes 2. 2 is less than or equal to 100. Yes, it is true. So yes, yes it is true. Again 2 will get print, again it will increment. 3 is less than equal to 2, again it will increment. Again 100 will also print, so till it will go to till 100. So when it comes to 101, so when it's come to 101, so again it will n value will be what? So it will, I value will be what? 101 when it's incremented. So 101 is less than or equal to 100. No, it is greater than. At that time it will get stopped. If I just give you the 10 value here, if I just give the 10 value here, you can see it will go to till 10 itself like that. Okay, so like that it will be the, it will work. So I just tell here as a 5. You can see if I just give 5, it will go from 5 to 6 like that. So this is how the do while will work. First whatever the condition is there inside the do, it will work, then it will check for the condition. But in the while, first it was condition, first it was checking for the condition of while, then it was going inside the while loop. But here it will first check for the do, then once the task is done, then it will check the condition at second time. So this is what about the do. So I said you about the break, I said you about the break condition. So you know, so how the break will work, you know, like suppose if I say something, so let's explain one more time, that is a break, how the break will do. Suppose I'll just tell break over here. So I'll just tell for, I'll apply a for loop. I'll just tell for let I is equal to 0, then I'll just tell I is less than 10 value, then I'll just tell I plus plus. So it is plus plus here, I plus plus. Once the for loops works, so let's tell console.log. I want to print the value of I here. So then I'll check condition here itself. If I value becomes, if I value becomes to 5, I want to just break the loop. I'll just tell break the loop. So it is tell I am breaking the loop. I'll just tell console.log. I'll mention like I am breaking the loop. So I can say something, I am breaking the loop. Once I say, we can see it is going to 0 to 5. So once I value becomes to 5, it is printing I am breaking the loop. So again it is not going to the 6. Once I apply the break and break value, the for loop will get break. Again it doesn't check for the another condition. So same thing opposite for break is what? We have a continue statement. We have a continue. So we have continue statement. So if I just tell whenever I equals to 5, I'll just tell console dot I am continuing. I'll just tell I am continuing the loop. So here I just mention the continue. So you can say I'll just mention the continue. So once it is break, so I can say once the if condition is break, I'll just tell console dot log as well done bro. So I'll just tell done bro here. So you can see it will be a done bro, it's coming from here. So okay, I need to tell here. So once it is break, I need to tell inside the if condition, not here. So you can see it is taking the once the breaking the loop. Okay, 5 is done. So here I need to tell. So the condition is break. What it is telling me, the suggestion, you can see remove the unreachable code. Okay, I need to give like this. So I don't know why it is going like that. Okay, you can see I am breaking the loop. It is telling where is done bro is not getting printed. Why? What is the problem? Unlog is not getting printed. So let's come here, and if I try to print here, so if this if the I condition begins, so it will again the for loop will run, right? So I will just tell after the for loop, just try to print it. I want to print here. If I want to print, you can see after this it will just telling the done bro. Now you see this one. So what about this particular continue statement? So it is a very interesting one. So it will just skipping the value. It will just skip the value. So if the I value becomes to 5, what it will do means simply it will skip the value. When after I value becomes 5, this particular condition, it will, when if condition works, I'll just tell just console.log, I want to just continue the particular loop over here. So then what I will do, again 6 also will print, 7 also will print, 8 also will print, 9 also will be getting printed. So this is all about the like this is how we can do the system. Like when I value becomes to 5, even you can do something like, even when I value becomes to 5, if you put a break, it will stop the loop. It doesn't go to 6, 7, 8, 9. If you want to continue, if when that particular value becomes to something, at that time, if suppose you want to print something, so I have just written something like just I am continuing the loop. So again it will just print the 5 value. It will just tell I am continuing the loop. Then what it will do, it will just continue the loop. So if I want to skip the 5 value, I said you about skipping. If I want to skip the 5 value, now see, if I just save this one, I can see here the 5 value is getting skipped. So if I have given at the above, so because of that it was printing it. So now see, first it is checking for the condition. If the condition is true, if the continue is true, it will print. When I give the continue, it doesn't go to the this one. It will first directly, it will go to the block. Again it will check for the 6, 7, 8, and you can see it is skipping the value of 5 inside the loop. I am continuing the loop will print when I becomes 5, and it will skip because I'm printing outside. So then it will be updated to the 6. The counter would have updated to 6. Again it will print. Again it will keep on going it. For the 6, the I value is 6. 6 is equal to 5. No, because of it doesn't go to that one. So it will just print like that. Okay, so this is about the for loop, while loop, and all the condition statements and much more. So now I have seen about all the along with the example. So once more, I forgot to say one thing in this tutorial. So let's to comment this particular line. So one more thing I wanted to say you. So see, if I just tell console dot log, if I say here, first I'll say the variable. I'll just tell you the difference between double equals to single equal. If I just tell I is equal to 10. So here if I say I is equal to 10 here. So if I just tell, if I can just tell condition, I'm just telling console.log I is equal to 10. I'm just checking whether the I is equal to 10. If it's true, what I want to print, yes. Okay, else I want to say no. So what will be the output here? You can see I'm getting yes, because I is equal to 10 itself. If I say here I is like that, if I just tell something to like this, if I just tell in the form of a string, so even it is telling me s here. So now if I said, if I put a double equal, if I put as double equal, it will just check for the value. It doesn't check for the data types. If I check for the double equals to, you can see it will say no, because it is not a data type. It is a number, it is a string. It is checking for the number, as well as it is checking for the value, as well as it is checking for the particular data type. When the data type is also same, when the number is also same, then only it will go to here, or else it will go to the else part. So this is what the one thing I have said, forgot to say you. So that's all for this particular video. So if you like this video, share this particular video for your friends, and just access the note from my link that is which I have given for the description. You can see I have written the notes over here, and much more videos will be coming. I'll be completing all the coming topics, like advanced topics to the, we'll go to the nodejs also. So